Okay, in this next video, we're going to take a look at the 45-degree angles. So remember that the 45-degree angle, it's special because it has to do with the identity function y equals x, right? Because every x coordinate and y coordinate are the same for every point on that line. So we know that this was a right triangle, and if we were to split that in half, we would have 45 degrees here and 45 degrees on the other side. And then this is a unit circle, so we know it has a radius of 1. So this length and this length are both 1. But we're going to go ahead and drop a perpendicular down and then across. So here we make a right triangle. And this point here will have x comma y, and that's what we're going to try to solve for. Okay, let's take a look. To blow this up a little bit, again, here's our 45-degree angle. Okay, remember we said there was a relationship between the size of an angle and the length of its opposite side. So we know that this is a right triangle, and we know that these both have to be less than 90. So this right here is the hypotenuse, which is the longest side, and that's always the case, which is going to, in this case, equal 1, since that was the radius. So here we had an x component and a y component. But remember, again, in y equals x, so we actually have the x and y coordinate being the same, so I can make that substitution. So remember we looked at the Pythagorean theorem. We said that c squared was equal to a squared plus b squared. Well, here a and b are both x, so it'll be x squared plus x squared. Of course, I can simplify that and make that a 2x squared. Okay. So now I can take the square root of both sides. So I'm going to get c equals the square root of 2 times x. But remember that c is actually 1. This is the unit circle. So this is 1 equals square root of 2 times x. So I can divide both sides by the square root of 2. Okay, these will cancel out. But now remember, I can't have the square root of 2 in the denominator. Let me just flip this around. So you got, well, x equals 1 over square root of 2. So we said we could rationalize our denominator by multiplying top and bottom by square root of 2. So it's similar to multiplying by 1, because anything divided by itself is 1. Okay, so this is going to give you square root of 2 on top. Okay, and recall the square root of a times the square root of b is equal to square root of a times b. Okay, so here this is square root of 2 times 2, which is 4, and the square root of 4 is just 2. Okay, so x is going to equal root 2 over 2, which is also what y equals. Okay, so if we go back to our original picture, here this is going to equal square root of 2 over 2, and the square root of 2 over 2. Okay, hope that was helpful.